Hello, everybody. It's that college football guy here. Another video. It's a little past 8 o'clock Eastern time here in lovely Westchester, Ohio. A little bit north of Cincinnati. I'm spending the night here. I head down to Shelbyville, Tennessee in the morning. About a 6-hour drive to get down there. It'll actually be in the afternoon by the time I get there. Technically. But you didn't come to hear about that. You came to the title of the video, the schedule preview for Wake Forest, the 2023 schedule preview. One thing I want to get out the way off the jump. Oh, all these rumors, the big news from the Pac-12 is coming out today, and we're still waiting for it. Anyone? Anyone heard anything? Official. Not rumor, official. Zip. As far as I know, zip. They're not in a hurry, folks. They're going to argue to the last second to get as much money as they can. And that's within their right to do so. And I hope they do get as much money as they possibly can. And hopefully they stay intact. But let's do a little review of Wake Forest schedule from last year. Then we'll do Wake Forest schedule from this year. Do a comparison of the non-cons first off. The non-conference games in 2022 last season, they were home against VMI. They won 44-10. At Vanderbilt, won 45-25. Home against Liberty, won 37-36. That was a dogfight. And home against Army and won 45-10. Not bad. Went 4-0 in your non-cons, except there's no Sam Hartman this year, so I don't think they're going to go 4-0 in their non-cons, especially considering their non-cons this year are versus Elon, versus Vanderbilt, at Old Dominion, and at Notre Dame. Yeah, I think this is going to be a slightly harder non-con. The full repeat for their schedule for last year. Versus VMI, like I said, they won 44-10. At Vanderbilt, won 45-25. Beat an SEC team on the road. That's a good win. Beat Liberty 37-36 at home. Played versus Clemson at home, lost 51-45 in double overtime. At Florida State, won 31-21. Home against Army, won 45-10. Then you had the bye week. Home against Boston College, won 42-15. Then the wheels fell off. At Louisville, lost 48-21. At NC State, lost 30-21. Home against North Carolina, lost 36-34. You got a win against Syracuse at home, 45-35. And then at Duke, you lost 34-31. Yow. And then he played the Gasparilla Bowl against Missouri and won 27-17. 2-0 against the SEC, not bad. Finishes with an 8-5 record for the season. Now, this season, they play home against Elon, home against Vanderbilt, at Old Dominion, at home against Georgia Tech, at Clemson, yikes, bye week, at Virginia Tech, home against Pitt, home against Florida State. I checked this here like 9 times. At Duke, yeah, they're playing Duke back-to-back road, according to the ACC's own website, which is where I got the schedule information from. So unless it's a misprint, folks, this is ACC's own website that I got the schedules. They're playing Duke on the road 2 years in a row. Makes no sense, but okay. Home against NC State, at Notre Dame, and then at Syracuse to finish the year. Okay. You beat Vanderbilt last year on the road to play them again. You barely lost to Clemson, but you had Sam Hartman now. You don't. You're going to be on the road, which is going to be tough. You beat Florida State at Florida State, but now you got to play them at home. That's going to be a tough game. Duke, a game where you lost to them. You played NC State on the road last year. Now you got to play them at home. You're at Notre Dame. You beat Syracuse at home, and now you got to go on the road. So let's look at last year's schedule here. I mean, their key games. Let's see. Home against Clemson, lost. At Florida State, won. At Louisville, lost. At NC State, lost. Home against North Carolina, loss. 1-4 against your key games. 2 of them were at home. You won 1 key game, and that was on the road. Your 2 key home games you lost. That's not good. Now this year, key games. At Clemson, yikes. Pitt, I have no idea how good they're going to be. We're going to see about them. Home against Florida State. That's going to be helpful. Home against NC State. And at Notre Dame. So a lot of their key games this year are at home versus on the road. But with the quarterback situation being uncertain at best, this just does not look good for them. I'm looking at this. I'm like, yikes. This is bad, folks. At Notre Dame versus NC State, versus home against NC State, home against Florida State, home against Pitt, at Clemson. This isn't a prediction video, folks, but well, we'll see what happens there. It's interesting. A lot of their key games are at home. The only tough game they really have, or their two toughest games they play all year are at Clemson, at Notre Dame. They play both on the road. The ones they got Florida State's at home, NC State's home, Pitt's home, Virginia Tech's on the road. We'll see what happens there. But let me know down in the comments what you think about Wake Forest's schedule from this year compared to last year. Is it tougher this year? Yeah, I think it is a little bit tougher. The non-cons are more interesting, I think. Which is mainly because the fact the schedule is tougher because you got to play Clemson on the road and Notre Dame on the road. Those two games alone makes it a tougher schedule. But let me know down in the comments what you think about this. So thanks everybody for watching the video. I hope everybody had a great day today. If you liked the video, smash the like button, hit the thumbs up. It helps with the algorithm, helps the video be seen by more people. Like I said, comment on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you like the video. We're on the way to 400 subscribers. See if we can get there. So thanks everybody for watching this thing. Man, I am tired. I got to get me something to eat and get started with this fun-filled day. I was going to do a video about the coaching carousel, but I realized the fact over the last week, these notes I got here, I only got 5 moves. I might do more. I mean, nothing really interesting happened. Nothing of a major name, but all the major names have moved. But I'm sure we have some minor college football news. I'll probably throw that in together with it just to make it a little interesting. So thanks, everybody, for watching the video. Hope everybody has a great evening. Be safe, and please be good to each other.